Yeah, bet you didn't expect that. Bet you didn't expect me to have a big ol' starting soon thingy. Haha. I've actually, that is loud. I can also just hear me. Okay, let's fix that. I can only hear me there. Right, that should have fixed things. I think. Hello, how are we doing, everyone? The stream is up and running. I'll slightly edit the title, because I'm not real sad. I just copied the description over from a previous video. Purely because it gets quite hard to prepare all of these in advance. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pop the chatting stream up. There we go. I'm wearing gloves because it's very, very cold, and I have, it turns out, some weird syndrome-y thing also. There we go. Camera, work, function. There we go. Yeah, some weird syndrome-y thing. That means, general rule of thumb, my hands aren't very good at staying warm in the winter, which is incredibly fun, as I'm sure you'd expect. I also spent a little bit of this morning putting together a bunch of these little scene transitions, scenes, all kinds of stuff. Thought I'd start with a little bit of a intro, discussion, conversation about what's happened with the last two VODs. So the previous two VODs have had to be deleted because of various YouTube malarkey bits and bobs. One of them was, without telling me why, told that it was only suitable for certain types of ads to be displayed on, which was really fun. And just got to make sure that, is my audio actually working? It looks like it is, just got to check. And the other one was completely demonetized because I played some various, reportedly, I have Raynaud syndrome, that's what it's called. I've forgotten its name, but yeah, it has led to this fun little boy right here, this little blistery boy, from being a little bit too cold for a very, very long time. So it's a gloves inside job for me, underheated blanket, looking after me fingies, and trying to make sure that everything is all good. Where was I? Yeah, last two VODs, we got through January, we got a bunch of transfers done. Had to delete the VODs, but I'll run you through the transfer history now just in case. We signed James Justin. I've forgotten how far back two VODs goes, but we finished the signing of James Justin. We got Yasser Asprilla on deadline day for 10 rising to 15 million quid. Tassos Douvikas, who it turns out is actually quite good in game. Nathaniel Nwosu, who is a very, very affordable, very, very promising goalkeeper that's gone right into the 21s. The popular name for it in Norway translates to corpse fingers. Well, that is not quite what I wanted to hear about my fingers for Zerial, but fair enough. No, I completely get it though. So good luck with that. Yeah, cheers. The same applies to my toes a lot of the time, to be honest, as well. In addition to that, we signed Kasper Ubanski, who has immediately gone out on loan to Aberdeen. Ubanski we signed purely because he was going cheap, has a lot of potential, 4-star potential in total, and I think we can sell him in the future for more than the 2 million we paid for him. And in addition to that, we signed Nadiem Amiri for 500k. He's now worth 8 to 9 million pounds. So even if he doesn't pay off, it's not the worst signing to get, is it? To be honest. Outside of that, departing us on deadline day was only Ronnie McGrath, who left for very little money, but 50% of a future sale. So if he developed into a good footballer, which he might, I don't think he will, but he could, we could be looking completely fantastic on that front. Outside of that, I don't think we've done too much. In the matches themselves, we've been fairly good. A loss to Norwich was our only dropped points over that period. I don't know if Cardiff counts as those VODs. I think they might do, but that's fine. That was a 0-0 draw. That was a little bit disappointing. Piroe missed a penalty and got dropped potentially for the long term, because that was the move that made me sign Duvicus as an alternative, and Duvicus has got a 6.9 in his second fixture for us and a 7.7 in his first. A debut goal is not a bad start, to be fair to him. Sean McGurk has also pushed his way into the lineup. But outside of that, yeah, Amiri has scored 2 goals in 2 games with a 7.65 average rating. So, when it comes round to January, I am, as a rule of thumb, going to back the signing of Nadia Amiri when the rumour inevitably pops up again. So, it worked. The transition worked. I've also got some nice little graphic-y boys up now. I don't know why there's a little black splodge in the top left-hand corner of that, but unless that's just... No, that's just something on my screen. Okay. So yeah, let's... I think I picked the lineup as my final act in the deleted stream, so as a matter of respecting the dead stream, I'm going to stick with it, I think. Archie Gray has also signed a new contract. I forgot to mention that bit happened. That is a huge deal for us. 30k a week, I think, which makes him fairly high paid, but he's going to play football for us for a long time as a result. And if we don't go up, it sort of protects his value a little bit. Show everyone that the praise is justified. Let's get happy. Let's get a result against Swansea, shall we? Who like to play with a 5-back. Which should be beatable. I was going to say, I feel like there should be a footballer in that corner of the pitch. Excellent stream quality, by the way. Thank you very much, Pajuriel. I don't know if you mean in terms of the like definition and stuff, or the bits and bobs that I've started to add to my layout. Come on, Buonanotte. Oh, that's a good start. But thank you. I've also increased the bit rate, which might have helped. I'm planning on adding little bits of backgroundy music at points, but if I can find a reliable... Okay. Yeah, if I can find a fairly reliable music source, that's the plan. Because I can't be bothered getting copyright loss of revenued repeatedly. It's very stressful. Let's just encourage the boys, because we've had a good start. Tajoa On is a very weird name for a footballer, and I shouldn't have badmouthed his teammate. Because he then proceeds to have a dig. Ian Matson pops the ball inside to Ethan Ampadu. Not too bad, but we really need to take a hold of this match, to be honest. They've got the possession advantage. They should not have the possession advantage, because that is explicitly what we go out to try and do. Rodon gives it short to Matson. Not a bad ball. Archie. Good save. Good save. An annoying save. But it's fine. It's going to go short to Rutte, who puts it in himself to Rushworth. If Strike would have got his head on that, I could have been very, very happy. But yeah. I'm not too sure how long I'll stream for, by the way. Just because I've got a very long work day tomorrow, and I'm up at 6 in the morning. So, it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be a fun one. Did you change corners to far post? Ah, piss. I knew I forgot to do something. We will switch to far post after this match, I think. Because I do like that idea. It changes it up a little bit. I'm not sure whether to add that as an extra routine or just make that the routine now. Because the short corners don't work. That much we've learned. Low. Is he going to get dealt with? No, he's going to put it back to Charlie Patino, who is blocked. Thank God for that. Right, Creek, come on. These are 21st in the league for a reason. We have to prove that we're better than them. Good challenge by Amiri, though. Who is, again, very, very consistently quite good. I don't know why my camera occasionally does that weird lagging thing. It just drops frame rate like hugely, and I don't quite understand what the problem is. I think it's something to do with the lighting, though. Jorginho to Amiri. Finds Somerville. Is he going to shoot? He is, and it is going to miss. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie, dearie. Cree, my friend, my buddy, my pal. We're relying on a little bit more from you, to be honest. Let's play for set pieces and do something with our crosses. Just change things up a little bit. See what we can do. Gonna get rid of the shot map and whack the league table on. But it goes a little bit early. Okay. I'll say I don't like what I just saw from the team because I don't, to be honest. That should have been a hell of a lot better. Let's start the second half though. And this is the point where I'm going to have to start asking for any ideas for substitutions. Because we're under a fair bit of pressure right now. Not in terms of in this match. In this match, it's pretty in the balance. But in terms of the league table, the top two keep performing, and every single time we drop points, we give ourselves more problems. James Justin, well dealt with. For a moment. Okay, launches it long. Rutter sticks his foot in. Somerville, a little bit of space. I don't know why he took a shot, but I'm kind of glad that he did. Because it ended up working. Nadia Amiri. Come on, prove yourself. Save the near post corner. Oh, Dan James as an impact sub. I will accept Dan James as an impact sub if we don't have the Dan James hat-trick meme. That's the condition this time. If we don't meme his hat-trick, maybe he can do some good. But I do like that as an idea. He's definitely on the bench as well. Thing is, if we lose this, it's 7 points to the top. Sorry, not lose. If we don't win this. Which feels a lot further than 5. I think 60 minutes is the time as well. Ian Matson picks the ball up. He's got to put it in the box. He does to Buonanotte. That's such a good save. We just need to put it in the net. We create more than enough, so striker swap. It's not a bad idea. I think we've not been doing much from the wings either, though. With Cree and Buonanotte on a 6.3 and a 6.5. Rodon is apparently tired. However, if he's motivated by the feedback, I don't really want to get rid of that. Cree is exhausted. So Dan James, I feel like, makes sense in that position. Buonanotte is below it at the moment, so I kind of want to try a Sprillo. Up top, do we go Davicus or do we go Piroe? We'll compare them. You see, it's telling me that Piroe's the better attacker. But everywhere else, Davicus is a little bit better. So I'm tempted to say Davicus. In fact, this seems like the perfect time for a poll. Striker, question mark. Davicus or Piroe? Go for Lamia's composure. That is actually big brain. That is a lot smarter than my smooth brain is able to think of. Davicus has a composure of 12. Piroe has a composure of 15. Sod it, Piroe is. And if it doesn't work out, I am specifically holding you responsible, Pajuriel. Yep. I will be calling you a monster. You will have single-handedly ruined the promotion push. Nah, I'm messing. And then from that, we will hope that that front line can do a little bit of something. And considering demanding more as well. Just in case that was terrifying. Fair enough. No, that would be absolutely horrific of me. That would not be fair enough. Let's demand more. Let's tell the team to get their shit together. Maybe score a goal. Don't appeal for offside there, Pascal. He was definitely not. Melier to Rodon. Puts it wide to Justin. Decent run. I'm quite glad I signed James Justin. Admittedly for over his value at the time, but Piroe. Right, can Maatsen put it in? Not into the box, but nearly into the net. So I will not complain about that one little bit. Ian Maatsen. Near post. Doesn't make it to Rodon, or it goes over Rodon. It's quite hard to tell. Right. The Norwich are losing, so this is the perfect chance for us to close in on them. I want to go more aggressive. I don't know if that means taking Ampadu off. Gray is more tired. So I'm tempted to do something like this. Piroe there as a shadow striker with Divikas playing as a pressing forward. So we put a lot more pressure on them. Maybe a Sprilla as an inside forward as well. Unless we do this. Is he better as an inside forward on that flank? Not necessarily. What foot do you prefer? Left. Okay, that works. Inside forward on the left. Left foot, sorry, for a Sprilla works. Dan James prefers his right. Putting him on the left wing doesn't make a huge amount of sense. But we've got a Sprilla on his better foot. Most of everything else makes sense. I'm going to take off James Justin because he's underperforming and very tired. So I want to look after him a bit. Those are our last two subs. Which I think should help. In theory. Rodon is still knackered, but there's nothing I can do about that. Other than go to a 3-back, but maybe not. Dan James, out wide. Doesn't put the ball in, gives it to Ampadu instead, who lofts it to Maatsen, who misses. That was looking really good for a moment. I'm going to go to attacking, and I'm going to demand more again. I know you can't see this corner of the screen, but that's what I've done. And if it's a mistake, I will have to live with it. Rushworth is pressed really hard. Dan James, oh, what a runner. I think I need to start starting Dan James more. Amiri was always going to shoot there as well. Doesn't always work out, but that is fine. Maatsen, put it in the box. Let's see what we can do. Let's score a goal. It's that easy. It's all we have to do. Ball in net. And then we can chill. Amiri, please. That's gone to the moon. Never mind, it's deflected. Amiri again is a set-piece machine, apparently. Where's he going to put this? Well, other than the near post. It doesn't work out, though. Is this extra underperformance issue again? Couple of minutes left. I think we've really got to go for this. Piroe up top as an advanced forward. Divikas as a pressing forward. James as a winger. I think we start shooting on sight. A little bit more direct. We use our width more. Being expressive is helping. The press is very, very useful for us. Let's get distributing quickly as well. Speed things up. In essence. 2 minutes. 2. We've had games this season have like 7 and 10, but we get 2 when we need to beat Swansea. Amiri. The changes weren't bad. Asprilla and James did better than Somerville and Buonanotte. It just didn't turn into a result, which is frustrating. But I get it. Disappointed. We should have won that based on the chances we had. And Norwich got a point in the end anyway. So we've got 14 matches to close that 7-point gap. To hopefully catch Norwich, or is it Southampton that's also at the top? Yeah. It's not going to be the easiest. How did our low knees do? Jeremiah Mullen did alright. Yelder did okay. Yelder must be developing pretty well. Chris Moore did alright. Norwich Watford. Did Sarah end up staying at Norwich? He did. Shit. Byram to study for coaching qualifications. Eunice Evans has come because I gave him more money than his previous club. The thing is, we really need to push to get promoted this season because next season is not going to be easy. I'm not going to get more wage budget. Purely because I've gone over this one. Archie fucking Gray pushed me over that wage budget. Hello, the board. I can't ask for more wages, which is annoying. Sam Greenwood has continued to be really good and will only earn us £1.5 million. Nwosu has broken his hand by catching a ball. You're a goalkeeper. It's sort of your job. You're meant to catch the ball without being completely ruined by it. Drame is not getting the right amount of football at Birmingham, but he doesn't have a contract with us anyway. Does he? Oh, shit, so he does. Yeah, okay, I forgot I gave him a 1-year extension so I could sell him in the summer. I tried doing that with Robin Koch as well, but that didn't pay off either. I'm just going to very quickly test something as well. If I put that down there, I want to see if this song gets copyrighted. If it does... Oh, hello, drop frames. Hey guys, how's the stream going? Because it's saying that the stream health has just hit the floor. But I'm kind of relying on you guys to let me know. I don't know why it's done that. So 1 second. Just going to close absolutely everything that I don't need right now. Looks fine. Yep, looks good. Okay, I'm sure. I don't know why it's telling me that I'm dropping some frames, but that is fine. I guess because I'm trying to stream at 60. But it's very, very weird to be broken like that. Also, it's just inserted some ads without telling me, which I hugely appreciate. Thank you very much, stream. Right. We need to unbreak this squad. Whatever went wrong in the last match has to go right this match. So I'm going to swap out Buonanotte for Dan James, because he's been good. De Vicus, we're calling you a poacher now, I think. We'll play a touch wider as well, so we're using our wingers properly. Distribute the ball quickly. We're not about that time wasting. Out of possession, that is a nice high set of pressy boys. But who has not been performing recently? Bill, I don't... Why... You're not going to start, mate. Who else? Who started at right back last match? James Justin, who is tired and at risk of injury. Jorginho on the right. I like the idea. Jorginho on the right. I'm going to say as an inside forward because that's where he's played best for us out there. And remember the corner thing. Right, corner thing. Yeah, okay, cool. Is it under tactics? Yeah, set pieces. Corners. Let us add a routine. That's a lot of confusing routines. How do I add one? I mean, okay, sure, that makes some sense, but... Attack, right, okay. I forgot to change it to attacking. That makes sense. I am, I think, just going to straight get rid of the short corners. Because they don't work. So we'll hit the far post. One of you attack the near post. The other one lurk at the far post. Lurk outside area, far side, lurk outside, near side, come short, that's fine. Recovery defenders, only one. And someone marking the keeper. I like that a bit more than the short corner routine that never hit anyone. Okay, modify routine frequencies. I'm going to make them equally as often as each other, I think. So we're hitting both near and... Sorry, next match we'll do more far post stuff. I think. Sorry, we're committing. It's fine. Bill, I am sorry leaving you out for Sam Byram because I trust him more than you. McGurk is making the bench again. I don't think there are any serious problems in that midfield in the last match. And I think that front three works in theory, and we've got Piroe on the bench. Asprilla is going to have to see a lot more football soon, but not right now. Got Justin on the bench, got Coops on the bench, got Cresswell on the bench, so I can always make a change if Rodon gets tired again. Central midfielders are looking a little bit thin on the ground, so I'm going to have to drop one of my many, many wingers. Sorry, McGurk, I know I promised you a place, but Glenn Kamara is going to have to come in. Submit the team. Desperately hope that it works because we're using the wings a little bit more this time round, which should help. Never press Brendan Galloway. I want to be impressed. I have faith that you will make a difference. I am scared that there is always a chance that you might not. There's a dream. We'll be fine. Plymouth in 8th are our opponents today. We are currently sat in 3rd. Desperately trying to chase down Norwich and Southampton. Nadiem Amiri gives the ball to Ethan Ampadu. Now Joe Rodon. Let's make some opportunities, shall we? Not for them, ideally. I do, to clarify, I mean opportunities for us. Archie. Over the top to Davikas. That is why we have Davikas as a poacher. Because he's making those nice little runs. He's pulling Plymouth apart a little bit. Amiri isn't going to go short, but I think this is the far post ball. It is. I mean, they have more time to react to a far post ball, but seeing us do it already is good. I'm going to also immediately encourage the team. Because, I mean, if I can be like, go guys, we can beat them, then maybe, just maybe, the rest of the team will believe that they can. Kessler Hayden is the guy that was an absolute shit when we played them in the real world. Completely useless in game against us, but that's fine. Plequazello, Ugachukwu, Kessler Hayden. God damn, you like your syllables, don't you? Oh, never mind, Fosu. Just clear the ball. All you need to do is clear the ball. And the problems begin. Ian Matson, far post, finds Ampadu, so it works out. James. Oh, thought Dan James had it then. He didn't. But it's the dream that counts. We've got so much of the ball and we're not using it properly. I'm going to encourage again, just in the hopes that their goal was an absolute fluke, in spite of the fact that we're not creating anything ourselves. This is not where we needed the promotion race to fall apart. Amiri to Jorginho Ruter. That deflection could have gone anywhere, and it went not in the back of the net, which is absolutely infuriating. Also, I'm going to do that annoying thing that people do when they run streams. If you are not yet, could you subscribe? I would love if you would. That'd be massively appreciated. Also, like the stream if you haven't quite yet. It helps the VODs to get pushed, and that is especially important considering the way that the VODs from the last two streams are completely dead. Thanks, YouTube. Byram! That absolutely shit me up. Leicester beating Middlesbrough is not what we need right now, in the slightest. Stroke to James. James does not find the right ball, but Ruter is in so much space. We're already at demand more o'clock. I'm going to start working the ball into the box so our chances are in nicer places. But we need the front line to do something. Ideally something quite useful. Also, something that came to mind. I'm going to run a poll for it, because I want your opinions. Come on, Georgie. It's such a good stop. Do I use the editor to try and take 10 points from Everton? Yay or nay? Because it doesn't affect us in the slightest, because we're not in that league. Right, Matson, far post, doesn't make it. Daniel Hammers, doesn't work out. Yeah, it doesn't affect us, it's just a do we do it through spite kind of thing. Matson to Gray, back to Matson. Amiri. Take a touch. You just had to take a touch. Form's not swinging our way, is it? We've completely lost our goal-scoring mojo. I don't know why, though. That's the issue. No composure, that could be it. I think 60 minutes we make some big changes here, because we quite badly need them. Because we're still holding possession. Ian Matson, please. It's a good stop. Amiri, come on. Far post. Ruter's at the far post, which is not the play that you want there, but that's fine. Damn, Jane, what the fuck was that? Amiri again. I think this one's near post. It is, but we don't get a head on it. Amiri gets the ball back. Ampadu to Matson. Matson. To Rodon. Out wide to James. Come on, let's put it in the Mox? I was aiming for mixer or box, and I landed on both at the same time. Byram. To Rodon. We've had so much of the match momentum as well. Byram, square it, please. Such a good save. The goalkeeper is having the match of his career, and there's nothing that I can do about it. Far post. Rutter, not under it, but it's another corner. Near. No, this is far post because we've got a man going short. Strauch is under it, but he doesn't get the shot off. James does get a shot off and completely misses. Right. Oh, crumbs. Right. End of this highlight is substitution time. I was waiting for the 60th minute, but we seem to be going through it. Dan James. Over the top to Rutter. Rutter gets a head on it. It's another good stop. I don't even know what we can do about this now. Matson, far post, Strauch, beaten to it. Going to end the poll. We're not removing points from Everton. Highlights done. We'll chuck on Piroe. Archie's also been a little bit subpar. So if I ask Amiri to do the playmaky bit, ask Archie to do the boxy bit. Ultimately, we need subs that know what they're doing. Because if that happens, we will actually start scoring goals. The system will be put together and we will absolutely dominate them. But that is almost completely dependent on us being able to score goals. Rodon is very tired, so he's got to come off. For right-hand side, Cresswell. Outside that, I don't know what else to do in the moment. I think we've got some quite big problems. Because we keep getting beaten or dropping points to teams that we definitely shouldn't. I respect Daniel Farke a hell of a lot at the moment. Because it's not an easy job. Oh, Yasser, come on. Yasser, come on. Okay, so good news. We've scored a goal. Bad news. Even when we score goals, we are not the ones scoring the goals. It's a nice one to have. It's a nice mistake for your opponent to make. But we need another. We need another. So I think we get attacking now. I think we get attacking, and I'm tempted to put on Somerville on that right-hand side. Because the substitutions go, he is excellent at getting a finish. Archie Gray's improved since he moved position as well, but I'm tempted to go to a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, this is going to have to be a very, very quick poll, I think. Because I trust you guys. 4-2-3-1. 4-3-3. Or full chaos ball. Full chaos ball is just throw on all the attackers and see what we can do. That is completely break down the structure and hope that they do not understand how to deal with it. And it might work. I don't feel like it'll work. But we'll find out. And I'm going to wait before that poll finishes to make the substitutions, because I cannot decide. Four, 3-3. That is disgustingly sensible, but I completely understand it. But we've also got to vote for full chaos ball. How about, I'm going to end the poll, we stick with 4-3-3 until 85 minutes. On the 85th minute, depending on where we're at, we might whack on another forward. And we might get super aggressive. And just try and break through them. Let's encourage again. Because 1-1 is okay, but it's not a win. 82, 83. Oh, shit. And they've got a free kick. A free kick they've done nothing with, though. Might have spoken too soon on that one. Play Guazello. Bundu to Rendell to Kachoglu. Whittaker. Galloway, that's dealt with, that's fine. Right. 86-45. Changes. I'm going to drop Ampadu in, which means that I can get these boyos as wide centre backs. Byron pushes on, Matson pushes on. As defensive wingers on support. These boyos, do they? Asprilla comes inside as an advanced playmaker with Amiri coming off. Amiri coming off? Gray coming off, but Amiri coming into the box-to-box spot. Gray off for Palmer. We're playing them off the park, we just need to take our chances. We've not made many chances, that's the issue. We've been struggling to create them. Oh, God. Sod it, I'm going to commit to that. Inside forward on attack. And whack the mentality up as well. Because I would rather drop a point in pursuit of 3 than only get 1 whilst knowing that we could have had 3. We're not getting a single chance after that, are we? 20 seconds. Matson to the far post. Somerville. Oh, shit! Byram has just scored, I think, the best goal of the season. Oh, fuck. We're still on very attacking, aren't we? Defensive. Let's finish by shithousing this, shall we? Oh. We've gotten away with one. We have, yeah, in terms of goal scorers, it's not who we super expected to see. The gap's down to 6 as well because Norwich drew. Six points to Norwich, 10 points to Ipswich. Norwich need to have a slip. This could be part of why. Jack Stacey was a constant in their side and he's injured. Fastnacht, constant in their side and is injured. Anyone else out? Joe Rose I've never heard of, but he's injured. He's played one non-competitive game of football. Are they playing Adam Forshaw as well? Oh my god, they're unironically making Adam Forshaw play football. Keep that formation. I don't think that was the formation that scored the goal. I think it was just the amount of pressure that we were piling on, and I don't think it's a sustainable one either. I'd love if it was. If we could sustain that... Oh, it's Leicester next. I really don't want to play Leicester next. Leif Davis, player of the week. For fuck's sake. I think we scout him. I might just sign Leif Davis. I was meant to put my phone on charge when I came through. Because it completely ran out a few minutes ago. Yeah, we are not super comfy in the table. We could do without being stuck against Leicester. But. We might be okay. Piroe, sparkles despite Leeds under-21's defeat. I thought Joel Piroe had for some reason started playing for the 21s, and that would have been a baffling version of the world. I don't know who our best first team is right now. I don't know who our best 11 players are to put on a pitch. But we're at the point where we lose a significant number of players if we get relegated, which is a problem. It completely ruins us. And Sam Byram scoring that has given us a boost, but is that enough? I wonder if I can hold a team meeting. Shit. Well, I tried to encourage them, and now they hate me. And now we've got the championship goal scorer coming to play against us. Championship goal scorer? Best championship goal scorer, sorry. Rio Hatate is still for sale, a poor guy. Lewis Bay. Joe Gelhart actually did something, which is making me think that if he keeps developing in an okay way, he could just play for us when he comes back next season. We could just sell everyone except Joe Gelhart. Just keep 6 Joe Gelharts on the pitch. That'll do a job. Jamie Shackleton is injured, but he doesn't hugely play for us at the moment, so that's not the biggest problem. Argentina call up unlikely for Buonanotte. He doesn't play at a top level club, so he isn't going to get picked, which is it funny or is it sad? I don't know. We'll play a full strength team for Leicester. That cup match is going to have to be a relatively weak side, though. Because we'll get through. I think the 21s would get through, but we'll show them enough respect, I think. Right. As much as I said I wouldn't, I'm tempted to try that formation again. And I know it's a bad idea. Davikas, I am going to let Piroe start instead. Dan James, an attacking winger. Maatsen I'm going to put on support just because it's Leicester and they scare me a little bit. Outside of that, I can't see any changes that are begging to be made. Maybe Cree. Maybe even a Sprilla, but he's not really impressed so far, has he? Tempted to say Palmer. Sod it, Palmer gets the start. We are looking to score goals, so I'm going to put our top 3 goal scorers on the pitch at the same time, and if they don't put the ball in the back of the net, then I am going to have a little bit of a breakdown. Any reason for benching Kamara? Honestly, because in his first 2 matches at the club, it recommended Amiri to me to play, so I thought I'd give him a match. First match he scored, so I kept him in. Second match he scored, so I kept him in. And ever since, I've not really gotten around to swapping him out, to be honest with you. He'll play against Colchester for sure, which might feel like it's a... What the fuck word am I looking for? Demotion. But that would have been a big problem. Scoring in 20 seconds would have been really, really bad. But yeah, Kamara isn't dropped because he's not good. Kamara is dropped because Archie Gray was threatening to leave at the same time as Amiri came in and played really good football. Fuck's sake. That's not very good. Maatsen to Rutter. Rutter, good turn. Amiri. Right. I think we need to score a goal. But I don't know where it's going to come from. Is it going to come from Rodon? Apparently not. Maatsen finds Palmer. Is Palmer going to shoot? Absolutely not. And we're going to give the ball away to the league's top scorer. And Ampadu's going to pick it up. Losing to Leicester is not the worst thing that can happen, but it's up there. It's definitely a problem. I don't know why Byram just stopped trying to fight there. Adingra is dealt with eventually, somehow. Right, Ricardo Pereira. Where's he going to put the ball? Near post? Absolutely. Dealt with, though. Adingra is absolutely terrifying. Right, Ricardo Pereira, short to Ndidi, who I considered, turns out that they would sell him to me for £40 million. Adingra cuts inside again, Iheanacho. Right. Okay, so. Byram's having a really bad game. Like, he's on a 6.6 somehow, but he's the one that keeps losing his man. I don't quite know if it's worth making a little bit of a change in the first half just to spice things up a bit, I guess. I'm going to just quickly check my audio stuff because it looks like it should be fine. I'll move the mic a little bit closer because sometimes the noise gate does that. We don't have enough men assigned to stay back when we have a corner and it leaves us vulnerable to counterattacks. We have not conceded to that once all season. It's not a problem. Stupid game. Right, I'm gonna quickly pause, take a look at visualizations, Leicester shot map. It's all coming down the left-hand side. I know that this one came from across. But then again, the focus of their attacks is apparently all down their right-hand side. But is that just telling me that Matson's doing a pretty good job of cleaning them up? It is hard to work out what is going on. Other than we are losing to Leicester. And look to be continuing to do so for a little while. Melier to Rodon. Okay, let's just hold the ball. Byram's coming off at half-time. It's not even a question. Byram has to come off at half-time. I'm getting drop frames again. That's fun. Shrewsbury Hall, near post, dealt with though. Fatawu just clears it, which is fine. Don't have another corner. Pereira finds Cody. Now, that's a good start to the comeback. Getting absolutely ploughed was not in the game plan, I have to admit. Piroe, come on. That would have been a hell of a time to score. Let's make it 3-2. Let's make it interesting going into half-time. Let's prove that there's still a football match going on today. What we've done is we've given ourselves hope at the end. We have to be better in front of goal. Defending's been unacceptable because it has been dog shit. Not happy with the finishing either. Tactics. Sam Byram, you have been worse than dirt, so you can come off. That felt mean, but honestly, he's been so bad. Rodon, I'll keep you on for a bit. Change roles, see if that helps you. Try and turn Piroe into a complete forward for the second half. If that works, then we can be very, very happy with the changes. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to get very creative. Because at the moment, we're up against the wall a little bit. Dampadu to Amiri. Back to Rodon. We're doing this holding the ball at the back thing, and it is fine enough. But eventually it needs to turn into chances. Matson to Strauch, all the way into Melier. There's still a highlight, so either we do something here. Never mind. Neither of the things I was about to say just happened. Who's been booked? Harry Winks. Okay. Right, let's encourage, because we have scored, and I think we can do something here. Possession's 50-50. I might go back to the gegenpress. It feels like suicide. But properly need to grapple control of this situation. Pereira and DD. And DD... I can't fucking do anything about that, can I? We'll try the Gegenpress. Rodon off, so it gives us one more sub for later in the match. Oh, Ampadu's just given them the ball. This is turning into a collective, absolute spanking. And it is not good. Norwich dropping points is still fine. There's still a 6-point gap, and that is workable. However, Leicester being ahead of us as well is a pretty big problem. Shot to Fatawu. Finds Mellier's hands, and we really need to counter. But we're not going to. Right, this is going near post. On to Cresswell or Stroke's head. Stroke. Then Cresswell. Somerville. Right, Amiri, that is too far to shoot. That's not going in. Telling you now. Do not shoot. Don't do it. That would be bad. Because it's not going in. It was on target. I mean, fair enough. All shots on target have gone in. Right, stop telling me that my players can't shoot. I understand that the players can't shoot. What the fuck was that? Idiots. It's just idiots. Plays a 1-2 with Archie Gray. Just all of their shots on target have gone in. Okay, yeah. I thought you meant all of them in total. No. Asprilla, come on, good challenge. And again, held the ball well. Gray. Over to Somerville, who is never scoring a headed goal in his life. Right, let's do early floaty crosses. We've got one more change. Palmer has been very, very bad. Can bring on Buonanotte and hope that he does well. No guarantees, but we'll find out. Winks to Wout Thas. Connor Cody. Hegazi. What's happening? Missed the last couple of streams. Well, that was quite fun. So the last couple of streams are gone because one of them got copyright noticed, which meant that it couldn't earn any ad revenue. The one before that was just purged. Wasn't able to earn money because it wasn't suitable for monetization or something weird like that. So I just got rid of both of them. In those episodes, we did the January transfer window. Played through January, which put us in third in the division. But today we have gone on a absolutely stinky run. Ball in, back post. Creator, please. Yeah, the run has been horrendous. We've dropped points to Swansea, beat Plymouth with a last-second hammered-in goal from Sam Byram, and then this match has happened, where there has not been many good things. We've been absolutely dominated in this one. which is bad because this lets Leicester get ahead of us in the table. Think Norwich should still be just about in reach, but that's no guarantee. 4-1. We're training tomorrow, you don't deserve a day off. That seems about right. Because I don't even know what went wrong in that match. Do we play mostly kids? Not really. Buonanotte and Asprilla can fix it, come on. I assumed Buonanotte and Asprilla would help to fix it. And then they didn't. That used to be bad back in the day. It did. I will have a quick look at the selected squad. Melier 23, but he's got decent experience behind him. Hold on. What I will do is I will just insert column general age. Right, cool. It's not the oldest lineup, but we got 27-year-old Amiri in there. I might pop Kamara back in. It is a young side. Now I look at it, there's not a huge level of leadership in there, which isn't good. Arguably, they can just tell the squad what to do, which would be very helpful. So I might give that a pop in the next couple of matches. The next one is going to be a rotated squad anyway, because it's FA Cup against Colchester. Still 6 points to Norwich. That's still all I need to keep an eye on. 6 to Norwich, 9 to Ipswich. I think we can beat Colchester with a pretty heavily rotated side. They didn't even beat us that heavily on XG. It was just absolute thunder bastards. Leif Davis would be interested in a transfer. Curious. Colchester are going to play obscenely defensive because of course they are. It's an FA Cup match. Issue is, in terms of like training, we've not been able to do too much. I am, however, going to demand a little bit of attacking training. A couple of times as well. The more attacking training we can do, the more goals we'll score. The more goals we score, the more good results we get. Sorry, Piroe is ready to start trying first-time shots. You're a striker. Joe, Mr. Piroe, look me in the eye. I promise you, you could just shoot. Just ball comes in, kick it really hard at the goal. This is Normanton School of coaching shit at the moment. Hit it really hard in the goal. Sometimes it will go in. Doesn't matter if you take a touch. Doesn't matter if you do it first time. Sometimes that will be a goal. And that's good. Glenn Kamara isn't good enough to be our penalty taker. It's as simple as that. Fine, remove him. Bamford doesn't justify his wage, so we put him on the transfer list. Not right now. I think I'm going to wait before... I need to report this additional focus training has peaked. I mean, he's on the decline anyway, and he's not got a new contract for next season. Darlow has gotten worse. He's now a League One goalkeeper. That's always what you want to see, isn't it? Stroke has improved a lot in the last 6 months and should be thought of as a good Premier Division performer. Then we've got the youngsters. Aronson has the potential to become a key player for the club, perhaps exceeding the ability of our second best attacking midfielder, Joel Piroe. That took a lot of words. We should praise Rodon and Amiri for their form. I think I'm going to praise neither of them, to be honest with you. I'm not praising anyone right now, because they need to deserve it. Alfie Cresswell is a significantly better player than that, having looked at the data for a video recently. So, sorry FM, your database is wrong on this one. Also, not FM, YouTube is doing that thing again where it is saying that it needs to run ads, so I'm just going to run them right now so they don't during a match. Odds are a lot of you will be able to keep watching. That would be absolutely fantastic. If you could stick around, that would be brilliant, because we're about to hopefully pummel into the dirt Colchester. That would be nice. And now the ads are running, and if you're still seeing this, you are a naughty little bastard that uses AdBlock or has YouTube Premium, in which case, that's a good thing. So, McGurk resumes light training, which is very nice. And we get into the English FA Cup. Piss. I was considering playing Justin as well, and Asprilla, and McGurk. So it's going to have to be a big rotation. Right back, Byram works because I'll play Justin next time. I will swap out both of the centre-backs. Left back, I will play Fernandez. Smash these back on track with the league. Absolutely Neil McGaff. That is the goal. Defensive midfield. I'm going to give Gruev a run out. I think the midfield is going to be Gruev, Shackleton, and Kamara. Not Cole Palmer. We're going to play Buonanotte there. Did that not change? Okay. Not Rutter. I'm going to play Bamford, though. Don't want to play Rutter, though. That's the only issue. Dan James. Swap sides. There we go. Bamford can be a pressing forward for me. And that should do it. We'll have to drop Justin. We'll have to drop Asprilla. So Piroe and Gray can come in. Gray can effectively play at right back. Big rotation, but we should be completely fine. Ampadu's confused at being left out. Right, it's a fully rotated team, Ethan. You understand this, right? Everyone has changed. It's fine. You're still a first team player, Ethan. Unless I bring you on in this one and we lose to Colchester. Ideally, every single highlight here is Bamford twatting a ball into the top corner. Oh, we need to borderline humiliate these guys. Just to get the morale up, to be honest. Not even the morale like in the team in the game, just to get my morale up. Because it's just a bit sad, really. McGeehan, what are you going to do? Other than put it into the box for a big lad to head it into the goal. We've survived. Just about. They're the only team to have a shot, though, and are dominating possession. That's not good. Right, come on, Fernandez. Build your place in the first team again. Liam Cooper. Where's he going to put it? Dan James finds Jamie Shackleton. Good stop. I don't know why every single player on the pitch appealed for offside there. Because, I mean, it very obviously wasn't. Glenn Kamara. Far post to Cresswell. Can't quite get his head on it. Shax. You're not a skillful boy, Shackleton. I'm deeply sorry. Fernandez. I remember earlier in the season where Fernandez Macau had a shot from about there and it went top bins and it was absolutely delicious. But I don't know. Colchester in a corner. I hate reading like the commentary at the bottom because it always scares me. Buonanotte. Shoots. Oh, it's a good save. It's a frustratingly good save because we've had so much of the ball and we're not doing anything with it. We've not even had that much of the ball. How are we being outplayed by Colchester? I've liked. Thank you, Goals Edits. I am streaming for I do not know how long. A while. But I've not quite decided yet. Why? Okay. I'm going to move Grover up. You're just going to play as a ball-winning midfielder on support. Kamara can be an attacking advanced playmaker. Shaq's on box-to-box duty, because that's what he's good at. And I think if we gegenpress them, we will have a better chance of winning this. Not saying we will win this, because Christ knows at this point, but gotta give ourselves the best chance. And the gegenpress is a system that not only works, but puts a little bit of pressure on Gruev. Shoots, doesn't work out. What was your opinion when Marcelo beat Argentina? Oh, I was a big fan of that. The fact that he has broken losing streaks for Uruguay against both Brazil and Argentina just confirms to me that he is probably the best, at least international manager in the world, I'd say. Maybe even like the best, but it's hard to say when Guardiola exists. Shax, Fernandez. Fernandez puts it wide to James. Is he going to find Pat? Absolutely not, but he finds Kamara. Is he going to find Pat? No, he's going to shoot and he's going to miss. Okay. Well, I change the team back to the pre-January transfer window lineup and see what happens. It's a fun idea. We have, however, lost Nonto. We can try it. I like the idea. It's a fun plan, but oh. It's a work of art. It's a goal in like 14 seconds. It's borderline. Words I can't say because YouTube will demonetize this VOD as well. Thanks, YouTube. You hit 400 subs today. Not today. Today. Fantastic Goals Edits. I would suggest to absolutely everyone to sub to Goals Edits because he is absolutely one of my favourite chatters. Your job is to compete with Goals Edits. But he has been around since almost the start of my channel and has supported me throughout the entire thing and is just a fantastic guy. So go sub to him. Also like this stream. That one is just as important. Don't do this. Oh, I was gonna have a look at Goals Edit's channel, and then we conceded. Fernandez Macau. Come on, let's maybe score. Let's probably try and win this match. What gloves am I wearing? I'm just wearing normal gloves. I explained it a little bit earlier, Goals Edits, but it turns out I've got a thing called Raynaud syndrome, which means that when it's real cold, my extremities get incredibly cold incredibly fast because they don't have the blood flow they need. Which means gloves, it means heated blanket, because there's a fun thing to do with Raynaud syndrome, where if you get too cold, you get some fun little blistery boys, which don't hurt necessarily, but they don't look very nice. So I'd rather just stay nice and warm and toasty. And it's a lot cheaper than having the heating on like all the time. Buonanotte. I don't know whether you come off. Gruev comes off because he's on a 6.4, and that is just not good enough. Oh, I didn't even put Ampadu on the bench. I've let myself down on that one. Fernandez Macau is having an absolute shocker. I didn't even put a left back on the bench. Byram, you can come across. As a defensive wing back, right back, Archie, I guess. I did not balance this bench enough, did I? Who else is underperforming, or are we just generally bad? Have you ever heard of a coach playing a centre-back striker? What? Lots of those words clash with each other. It doesn't add up. Yeah, they don't hurt, but like if you catch them, they're not fun, sort of thing. I'll bring Stroke on as well, just for a little bit of safety. Sorry, one sec. No problemo. Right, we need to beat Colchester. Palmer for James. That is something I'm considering, but that'll be a 75th minute. I'm going to make a couple more changes. Cresswell, Stroke. Come on, Byram. Get in behind. Amiri, James. That's where I begin to regret not bringing on Palmer for James. Right, this is going far post, 100%. Kamara is under it, but doesn't work out. Dan James clears the ball up. We didn't have a single defender for that. That's not what's meant to happen on those. Work the ball into the box a little bit more. Have you ever heard of a football manager playing arguably their best centre-back as a striker for the rest of the season? Technically, and this is a really mean technicality, John Charles was both a centre-back and a centre-forward. It feels harsh, but I think in theory that has happened. Right. Piroe as well, because I trust him to shoot. Guess I'm like John Charles then. Yeah, fair enough. Chris Sutton. Maybe. Right, let's encourage. Let's change the mentality to attacking. Let's beat them. Palmer. Where are you going to put the ball? Near post. Piroe is not under it. Strauch is, though. Back to Palmer. Byram has scored twice in this stream. Both of them late goals to get into the lead. I'm not going to say late winners, because if that wasn't a winner, I've cursed myself. But he is absolutely proving to be a disgustingly good clutch player. Don't know why things went very, very wrong there. Hall. Tavide. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Good stop by Melier. Needed to do that. That's exactly what I didn't want to curse. Right. Okay. This is where we need to get thinky. Gonna pop Gray here as a halfback. Gonna push Byram up. Amiri's gonna go on the outside. You're both gonna play as defensive wingers on... Never fucking mind. No, you're not. Yes, you are. Defensive wingers on support. Buonanotte is going to come inside. Cole Palmer is going to play up front alongside Joel Piroe as a pressing forward. We're getting silly. We're getting optimistically silly. Also, 1 second. I'm just going to very quickly see if... where's it gone? This is audible on stream. I don't think it is. Because I became weirdly accustomed in the most recent stream to having, like, backgroundy music. But I don't know if me playing accidentally the Waitress original soundtrack followed by some Adele and a video game soundtrack is audible. Didn't you realise you meant this stream? You thought you meant Syria or something. No, not Syria. My next shift is tomorrow from 11:30 till 8:30. With before that, a little bit of Formula 1, and after that I've agreed to play PUBG. Let's demand more. Please, can we score a goal in the last 2 minutes of the game? Also, please shout at me if you could or could not hear the music then. Yandolo. Do not do what I think you're about to do. I can't look. I can look. I can look. I can look again. Come on, Joel. Palmer. Okay, I'm popping the music back on if it's audible. I have found a bunch of copyright-free music. I just need to set it up so it works properly. Why couldn't we finish that? Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, what? Keyframes are not sent often enough, which can cause buffering. The current keyframe frequency is 4.5 seconds. Note that ingestion errors can cause incorrect GOP sizes. I love getting really weird stream errors. Uh, can we just score? It's Colchester. They're a League Two side. Hit my first 10k vid today. Nice! Was it a video or a short? No replay. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't show replays. Come on, Archie. Finds Palmer. Puts it inside for Kamara. Kamara, is he going to fight? Ah, Piroe was offside anyway. Replay should be on. In fact, I'll replay everything. Because I thought it should have done everything. Short. Ah, that's fair. The shorts algorithm is... You've drawn in the FA Cup, surely it should be a replay. It's the 5th round. 5th round onwards, you don't get replays. Buonanotte. Palmer. Oh, this is the replay. Okay, I get it. Cole Palmer missed a clear-cut chance for the 2nd time. Can you tell me who you sold and signed just before and during deadline day? Hold on. I will let you know after I fail to beat Colchester. They're pushing plays forward and it's stretching our defensive line. Fine. I don't care anymore. We're going to lose to Colchester. Yandalo. Back post doesn't work out, but Shackleton chases it down. Okay, this is the entire point. This is what we're doing. This is why we're here. The counter-attacks, the fun stuff. Kamara finds Piroe in behind. Very good ball. Palmer. Yes! Yes! It only took about 17 attempts. And hitting the post and the bar from open goals. But Cole Palmer, he's done it. Half time and extra time, we are making big changes. Piroe. Come on, 4-2. 4-2 and I can get defensive again. Foul. Piroe. Oh. Clear-cut chance. Okay, we keep missing clear-cut chances. Right, okay. I'm going to stop it replaying the clear-cut chances because those just make me sad. Cresswell decently cleared. It's half time. It's half time. Good challenge, Amiri. Another good challenge, Amiri. Kennedy, Tovide, I'm going to scream. I'm going to change either the replay camera or the camera. That can be TV. Why not? Why did I sign Amiri? I signed Amiri because he cost me £500,000. And because... Shit, I didn't make the changes. And because in spite of the fact that he only cost £500,000, he is now worth a 9 to 10. So it was a case of profit either way, I think. Also, YouTube's doing the thing again. So I need to do the running an ad thing. Be here in like half a minute. He did reject us, but this is like a for-profit move. Anyway, 1 second. And then we enable the ads. And if you haven't got an ad, you are a monstrous, evil bastard who does not respect the channel. And I hate you. I don't. I'm messing. Buonanotte off. Makes sense to me here. For... Palmer dropping in. I don't have an ad. I feel like you don't have an ad because you have YouTube Premium. But in that case, you are not a horrible bastard. Right, that as a substitution works. I'm going to make my defensive wingers actually defend. These lot are all defending. This lot is all attacking. Fantastic. Either out-defend them or just kill them on the counter. Right. Let's win this. Bonanotte finds Kamara, who keeps pushing on. Nice ball through to Palmer. Ideally, rather than 10 penalties, we can finish this with 1. If we can just make them foul someone. Right, let's demand a bit more. Let's actually do well here. Amiri shoots. Hits the bar. We've hit the woodwork 3 times. Kazim to Green. Back to Kazim. Back post. Edwards is dealt with. Tavide isn't. Edwards. This is the kind of thing that would make someone save scum if I wasn't streaming. Not gonna lie, this is one where I would go back to a previous save game, but we streamy, so I'm behaving. Palmer, come on. Great. Oh. France have just beaten Gibraltar 14-0. What? I mean this in the kindest way possible. Why? You'd stop at like 6. 14's just cruel. Chilvers, back post, Mitchell deals with it. Archie Gray, come on, let's get clear. Let's get pushing. Forward to Palmer. Good ball. So many options in the middle. Finds Kamari, doesn't. Stream started bugging. How's the stream started bugging? Amiri? Melier? That was nearly a Melier assist. Oh, I can see why the stream's bugging, because the... Piroe! Shit! Oh, not again. Let's not concede again. The only reason I've stayed on very attacking is because it's an entertaining match. Because the game has descended into fucking chaos. Kamara, Shackleton, come on. Amiri, put it in. 5-4. Please. We're getting a corner. Amiri, far post. Pirou's on it. Oh, it's another corner. Palmer. Far post. Amiri gets ahead on it, but it's not enough. Kennedy breaks. Good challenge by Amiri. Finds Byram. No, 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 no. Theft. That is a robbery. I, That's not on. I won't put Elon first. I'll put him 6th. Because I'm not too bothered about staying in the FA Cup, but... I'm right to feel robbed there, right? Back yourself, you'll be fine. Like all rigged matches, it goes to penalties. I wish this was rigged. Shilvers. It's a start. It's a start. That is as valuable as Meslier scoring the first penalty. Piroe, that'll do. Still dropping frames. Brian. I'm going to have to make Childish Gambino in the background go away. I'm afraid to say. Palmer, please score. It was at him. Can't watch. Yandelo. Oh, scores. There's still a penalty up. Amiri comes up. Steps up for the penalty. Shoots immediately. That was the weirdest run-up I've ever seen. Forehead POV. Yeah. That's all you get. That's all you get in a penalty shootout to Vide. He scored in the match. Can he score now? Yeah. Yes, he can. It's okay. It's okay. We're in a good spot. Rutter. Shoots. Goal. Okay. If they miss, or if Meslier saves this, we're fine. Sign Tavide. I mean, Tavide can put the ball in the back of the net. The rest of our forwards can't. Come on, Elam. Big Elam. Oh, who's it come down to? Is it Rutter? No. Who is our 5th? Yeah, it's Rutter. Is it? Oh, is it Kamara? Oh no, because if he misses this, it's Meslier. Don't want to watch. Don't want to watch. Don't want to watch. Oh, we've beaten Colchester. It took extra time and penalties, but we've beaten Colchester. Chat is booing. Chat hates that we've beaten Colchester. But it'll do. We are not going to complain about that. I'm pleased with the performance. Don't get complacent. Why is everyone mad that I'm telling them to not get complacent when we just nearly lost to Colchester? FA Cup quarter-final. And I love the shout that fans want to see. Can I change the keyframe settings? 1 second. Because my stream output is being janky. Okay. How long am I streaming? I don't know. I've not got it super planned. Oxford United have beaten West Ham. Okay. Bansky has done okay at Aberdeen. Right. I might do Huddersfield and Stoke. Also, have been reminded of... I will reply to your DM very shortly. I have been reminded that I need to do a quick transfer breakdown. I've been reminded by my own brain, in addition to Brendan a while ago. The end of the transfer window. Outgoings, Dallas went, Nonto went for a combined 26-ish million quid. We also lost Kyan Coleman, who wasn't doing very well anyway, and Ronnie McGrath, who we have a 50% sell-on clause for. In addition to that, Kasper Urbanski is out on loan. Players brought in, lots of them. We got James Justin and Yasser Asprilla, one to back up our fullbacks, the other to be Yasser Asprilla. Got up 12 subs whilst watching you so far. Fantastic. Tassos Douvikas was there as a just-in-case centre-forward. We signed Nathaniel Nwosu because he is an absolute... I can't not block it is the only issue. 1 second. There we go. Game to the front for a minute. Nwosu down here. We got on a free because he's a wonder kid and he's very, very good. Bansky we got because he is a wonder kid and is very, very good. And Nadia Mamiri we got for 500k because he is not too bad on the wages and is a £10 million sale if it comes to the summer and we don't get promoted. I now need to remember where I put this. There? That feels right. Yeah. Right, inbox. Leeds and Colchester blitz record for goals in a match. Well, I'm flattered, honestly. There's so many goals. Huddersfield scouting report is a disgusting, bland, horrific 5-back, which we're going to have to beat in possession. I'm going to focus on the attacking set pieces as well. Monthly financial update, we are making colossal losses every single month. Sellout expected. So yeah, that was the transfer business. But now we've got they're the worst performing defensive team. Oh, that's because they don't have much defending to do. They've got very low clearances per game because they don't need to clear the ball. That is not how data works, FM, and I thought you were better than that. Which is a little bit of a pain. Elliot Scoops Young Player of the Month. Sami Ento wins Young Player of the Month. Coyote. None of these are our players. And I would quite like them to be. Right, monthly board performance reviews are B-. The fans are not happy and completely understandable. We got pummeled against Leicester and we dropped points against Norwich. Love it to be like that in real life. Yeah. FA Cup quarter-final draw. If we get Oxford or Reading, we can be happy. If we get Scum, that is a landmine that will destroy us. City, get Reading. Piss. I wanted Reading. Chelsea, drawn at home against Oxford. Man United, drawn at home against Villa. Oh, piss. It's a home tie, which isn't too bad. But it's Spurs. Might have to be a match that we just throw away. One that we just sort of accept is not ours to win. Okay. Let's beat Huddersfield. Or at least let's try to beat Huddersfield. I'm going to follow the suggestion from earlier, in which we play the side that we used for the first half of the season. I'm going to put James Justin in instead. We're going to play the Gegenpress. which features Piroe. In fact, I'll just quick pick it and then that'll make it a lot quicker. It should be Somerville out here, Palmer over there, Piroe behind. If I can find him, Ruter. Gray and not a Miri, Ampadu back there. Rodon and Strauch, yeah, Matson drop for Fernandez and Melier. That is what we're doing for the first half of the season. And ideally, it works for the rest of the season. If it doesn't, we might have some trouble. I think he played as a trequartista. He definitely played as a shadow striker. That will do. Davikas doesn't agree with the team sheet. Well, Davikas wants to play, but Davikas has not played very well. We need to play a DM. I know, this match is an experiment. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the playing the same way we did the first half of the season, but I'm going to do this. So we still have the defensive midfield benefits. As much as the DM definitely helped, so did being able to score goals. So we're going to have to find a nice little balance. No, Elan! Oh my god. It's getting nervy. Because we're not turning games that should be 3 points into those points. And it's a little bit not good. Justin, good effort from Piroe, but it's not happened. Tom Lee's short to Aziz. That rhymed. That's the extent of the analysis that I can do right now. Piroe. Find Somerville. Is he going to put it to the back post? There's so many players waiting for it. Palmer isn't quite under it. Ampadu recovers. Fernandez on the left. Ampadu finds Gray. Finds Justin now. Ampadu again. Justin on the overlap. Okay, square it. Never mind. Corner. I'll never understand how a vid with 2.5k gets 48 likes and one with less than half gets 60 likes. Oh, come on. Another corner. In those cases, what I do is I look at stuff like retention. So my most successful shorts had a video view retention. Hold on, Somerville. Retear, can't finish it. Had a viewer retention of like 90%. Purely because they were like long storytelling ones that people want to get to the end of and see what happened. So if you can focus your edits around having as few gaps as possible, I'd argue telling a story. That's a very weird free kick. Yeah, arguably something that tells a story as well, that people are intrigued in and want to see the end of. And there was one weird edit trick that I'm going to get to after I watch this free kick that I quite like. Piroe. He's shooting. He's definitely shooting. It's just whether it goes in or not. Ideally, yes please. Hits the wall. Yeah, the other edit trick was... it's not finishing. The other edit trick is try and make sure that you don't have pauses in what you're saying if your face is on screen. Go from the very end of the first syllable, cut, and the start of the next syllable, cut. Because people's brains think there's a gap in this, can't be bothered waiting, even if the gap is basically non-existent. And I can tell from like my earlier stuff where I didn't do that, I was losing people in the pauses. If you can cut out the pauses as much as possible, you're doing well. Unless it's one of these story things and you can use pauses to get a little bit more runtime. So for example, my which was it? Which is the one that did really well? It was the one where De Gea dived because he was stood on by his goal. Sorry, because he was stood on by, I think it was Fred or someone like that. And I would use pauses towards the end of a sentence because it meant that something was still happening on the screen to keep the viewer engaged. But ultimately, the story got told. And it's a good way of like holding on to people. Okay, so far, the transition to old tactics seems to have worked. Using Fernandez Macao was a risk. And he is booked. I'm not going to deny that in the slightest. However, he's been alright. Somerville. Back post. Front post to Piroe. Penalty. Oh shit, Piroe takes. In an open play, Piroe's missed these. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. That'll do. Good stop. Stop. Good goal. Sorry. Good stop to the bad form of penalties. Oh, it's doing the YouTube out of thing. I'll save the ads for half time, if I can. I might use that Ronaldo voice to bait the throat. Ronaldo voice? I don't spend enough time watching shorts. Looks like some of the old magic is back. It does! I'm liking it. Fernandez Macao, near post. Rodon, Ruter. He score a goal. Pretty please. Give me what I want, Jorginho Ruter. Justin, far post. Doesn't make it. Aziz, Timobama. These are the dangerous positions, but Mellier's dealt with it. Very nice. The AI voice. Oh, it's inserted the ads itself. Hang on. I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause for a minute until the ads are done. When the ads are done, someone has to tell me. Because I always forget how long they take. Goals? Let me know when the ads are done. Because if you, goals, let me know when the ads are done, goals, there we go. Then we will be completely fine. I'll get playing again. Octobert. What a fucking name, by the way. Oh, Georgie. What a press. He's not finished it. And that's fine. Because at least we're getting into those places now. We're in that spot where we're underperforming the XG again, but I don't mind because we're scoring a lot of goals every game. Palmer. Good touch. Somerville. Time to break. Weird question, but what app do you use for your regular... Are we talking long stuff or shorts? Because I use a different program for... What? How did how did you miss? Yeah, the long stuff or shorts because he used a different program on each. I also got an itchy eye. Ow. Palmer isn't going to finish. Yeah, I wonder how as well. Georges Roder, and it's stolen another corner from me. I'm going to scream. Ampadu and Stroke also got booked at the end there. I think we need to show everyone that recent praise is justified. Yeah, if we win games, guys, people are nice. Just putting that out there. All right, Somerville inside for Piroe. Right, Palmer picks it up now. Gives it to Somerville, who finds Piroe. Piroe out wide all the way to Justin, who finds Somerville. Back to Justin. This nice little ticky-tacky stuff is not what I expected in our gegenpress system. But it works. But pretty please, I'm asking really nicely. Can it happen? Can we score more? It's a must. Absolutely essential. Is Stroke injured? Have they just scored because Stroke's injured? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. We're holding together. We're scared, but we're okay. Palmer. Back to Stroke. To Fernandez Macau. Into Palmer. Going to make subs in a few minutes purely to keep a lot of players fit, healthy, not sent off. Stroke injury isn't good. Fernandez Macau. I'm going to sub for Matson as well. Considering taking Rutter off because he's only on a 6.5, but I can do that later. Two subs. Fairly early, but it's fine. Didn't really have a choice. Gray. Where are you going to put it? Short to Coops. Coops gives it to Rutter. Stop it. Just stop saving Rutter's shots. Let him be confident. He's played well. Number low because keeper keeps stoppy. Bad. 70th minute, we'll make more changes, I think. Because Rutter's dropped to a 6.4. Do you know that Mbappe got, what, sorry? 3 goals, 3 assists? Jesus. I mean, it is Gibraltar. A lot of teams just don't bother, but it's kind of impressive. Still 2-0. Still looking for a third. If we can get it, we can be a little bit happier. Palmer goes short. Rodon picks it up, though. Back to Palmer. Palmer again. Back post. Rutter, please. Please. Stop hitting the bar. Ampadu to Coops. End of this highlight will make changes. I think Rutter comes off. Or maybe Devicus. It's a good match to try a Sprilla, though. If this was real life, we would have messed up the 2-0 lead by now. We would have. 1 second, I'm just going to change song in the background. Okay. Right. So, changes. Piroe up top. There's an advance forward. I want to see a Sprilla play. Got an interesting fan question. Yeah, I got an interesting question for you. Why are you a Leeds fan? Born in Leeds, and I've had people ask if it's a glory supporty thing, because surely Leeds United is not your nearest ground. It is. Had a look at all the grounds in the FM database. I think the second closest was something like Farsley Celtic. I think, but it's in terms of either pure distance or drive. It is the closest ground. Oh, fucking. I don't know who I blame for that, but we're on the verge of a fuck up. And now Matson's been booked, and now they've got another set piece. Oh, I'm not necessarily angry. I'm just fucking livid. I don't even know how to fix a team that just refuses to get results. A team that is so fundamentally not doing the job, not closing it out, bottling it at the end. I'm going to demand more. I'm going to go attack him. Highlights would be nice. Not this way. Other direction. It's not even Melier playing badly because his writing's completely fine. At least this year's game's more realistic now. Yeah, that it is. Somerville, come on. This is the part where we do better, where we score a goal. Or we sky it. Or we sky it. Ball wide to Justin. Decent touch. Sprilla fucks it. Piroe thought he was Kane. Yeah. Wiles to Ward. Dealt with by Rodon. Okay, very nice. Amiri. Back post to Somerville. Doesn't work out. Ampadu picks it up. Somerville now. Justin. Puts it across. James! The saviour! It started as a meme, but Dan James actually being able to score goals is a treat. I don't even know if that was on purpose. Like, when I'm streaming, I like to have various reactions under control. Because I know that I'm streaming to an audience that understands that I am playing a game. And if I get too excited, then the excitement loses its value. But when Dan James scores Oh, it just had to happen. We need our DM back. We got two of them. We've got two of them. If, by the way, you're not subscribed and you want to see more of my pain, please do so. It would be much appreciated. The same applies for liking the stream. It helps it to get pushed out to more people, so more people get to see me in absolute excruciating agony. I want to see what that goals edits message was. 1 DM behind 2 CMs. Yeah. Is probably the way to go. That I was a very, very big fan of everything I had seen throughout that match. It was incredible stuff that I was really enjoying. And then we conceded 3. It's the best thing. So, but it didn't happen. We can go back to 1 DM behind 2 CMs. The experiment failed. Actually, I don't know what to do with it now. Gonna switch the DM back to a halfback, I think. And see what it suggests for a team to pick. We'll be fine. That's the thing. Do we need promotion this season? Because we got 5 points to make up. I absolutely agree. We'll be completely fine when it comes to getting the playoffs. I know, I keep trying to sign Sarah. I keep not being allowed. Right, 1 second. It's popped up some Carly Rae Jepsen, so time to play something completely different. Okay. That is some absolutely mighty fucking good Childish Gambino shit. Very, very nice. Do enjoy a bit of 3005. And Bonfire, to be fair. But then again, I'm likely talking to a chat that don't listen to much Childish Gambino. So, my apologies. What do we do? Pazuriel, you are the brains of the operation. We understand this at this point. You're a big brain boy. You're the smart one that keeps us functioning. What the hell do we do? Let's turn this around. I'm gonna play Kamara. Because even though he sort of contributed to the fact that we weren't very good in the FA Cup, it should be fine. Gray can go box to box. Yeah, oh no, I know. This is what you get for being the one with the ideas. Holy, I just realised chat comes up on stream. Yeah, it's always done that. Well, it's done that for a while since I learned how to sort it. I want to go pressing forward because a pressing forward is very, very useful for us. I might let out my inner child. That is how you get banned from letting out your inner child next time. Fine. I honestly don't mind. Got some big, big decisions to make. I want to play James. Because he always somehow has a masterclass. And outside of that, I think the rest of the side is fine. Goals edits. Technically, as those are nuts, I'll let you off. However, going forward, fewer nuts. For the most part, nut-free chat. Ugh. Okay, never mind. A bit of me wants to start a Sprilla. And a bit of me says as a striker. And I know that's not necessarily a good idea, but I sort of want to see how he does. As a pressing forward? Maybe an advanced forward. Sorry, we're adventuring. We're changing things up. If he can do a job as an advanced forward, we will be absolutely fine. But it's just... We're in not the best period at the moment. We have started shedding points. And we really need them. Show everyone why the praise is justified. No one is praising us because we don't deserve it right now. But fuck it. It's worth a go. This is really confusing because Stoke's away kit looks exactly like ours. Can we win the ball back as well? That would be a nice start. Right, James Justin. Wins the ball, doesn't use it. Okay. This is where we're at then. We've had two corners and I've not seen either of them because we've just been a little bit slow with them. Let's encourage the team, shall we? And hope that we can make some chances happen. Let's work the ball into the box as well. In transition, we want to go very, very fast. Out of possession, we are pressing very, very, very high. You might put a link that Rick rolls me. Not going to work. I just won't open it. It's fine. Matson, great. Inside to James. Come on. Dan James! Why are we not just starting Dan James every single match? Donald Glover has gone, so I'm going to change the music. But also, I'm scared. So, stream. Until 30 minutes, I'm just going to stare down the camera. I'm not going to see what's happening. I refuse. Because if I see what's happening, I can see us passing the ball around. And I kind of like it. I'm really trying to not watch, but that looks like a shot. Okay, we're holding together a bit. I mean, I like what we've done. I'm a big fan of what we've done. But are we at 30 minutes yet? 22. Okay. Shoot. I can see it in my peripheral vision. That looks like a goal. I'm looking at chat. Tell me if that was a goal. Maybe I just need to not watch us play. So I saw some white flashing. No goals edits. Don't tell me when it's 30. Tell me if it was a goal. Goal! Don't say offside. Oh, fuck me. Okay. We're looking better. Right, okay. Since we scored whilst I was watching, and it was offside whilst I wasn't, I'm just going to keep watching. Matson. Far post. Oh, good head. Doesn't work out. But they've not had a single shot yet. So this system's working. The gegenpress with three midfielders seems so they've had a shot. Coops, come on. Justin to Matson. Matson. Matson back post. Somerville doesn't work out. Why is Dan James at right back? Who knows? Kamara to Gray. Have a shot. Oh, Mark Travers does not get there. Even though he sort of needs to. This might be the last match of the stream, I think. And it's doing the insert and add thing, but I'm going to hold it until halftime. Dan James, shoot, stopped. Why is Dan James always out on the right wing? As a left winger, he might be lost. Leicester are losing. That is big. That is huge. Bring me the table. Oh, I didn't click on the table fast enough. Right, dressing room. Show everyone that the praise is justified. Eee! Telling everyone that they need to prove people wrong always does well. I got a glove in my mouth. It's not what you want. Dan James, come on. As the best player in the team. It just is at the moment. That's not a question. That looked a bit nasty from Matson, but I'm not going to complain because it was nasty in a good way. We're just controlling the game. That's what it is. James Justin, far post, no one under it. Okay. I looked away for a minute, and Kamara scored as a goal. I'm guessing he outpressed Travers, and it worked out. Travers drops the ball. Why did he? Goalkeeping in this game is always really weird because you can never tell if it's actually like staying or not because goalkeepers do make those mistakes. Need to do a little bit better than that. Come on. Gray. Come on. In the middle. Gray. We're outscoring our XG. I know! It's such a treat. We also got a goal cancelled out as well, but that doesn't go on the XG. But it's not going to be an XG of 1, so it's still good finishing. We might have to just keep playing Esprilla. He's not the one scoring the goals, but... Oh dear. Yes, the Orange Raider. It's 2-1. What was Cooper doing? I'm not going to ask. That's just not. He needs to come off. I don't think he doesn't have the speed he needs for the match. In fact, right, Liam Cooper. Acceleration of 9, pace of 11. Okay, I'm going to compare you to Cresswell. 12, 12. Sick. Cresswell is not going to get outpaced on that. Cooper just left his man. Yeah. That's why I'm whacking Cresswell in. Because Pascal isn't fully fit. Do we make other changes, though? Do we stick with that for now? We'll stick with that for now. See what it does for us. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the game speed down until like 70, 75 minutes. Hold on. Mrs. Last Word has just told me that she cannot stop. Well, she needs emotional support. Is the best way to put that. But for the next period of game, I'm going to do the not looking thing. I'm going to stare directly into the camera and desperately hope that things work out. Because that's how things work, yeah? So, it's running a little bit slower. It's it's a fun experience not knowing what's happening, and especially knowing that you've not got any highlights. Oh, come on. It's all peripheral. I'm going to look at the second screen, actually. It feels strange to be stared at. Well, look, we need a bit of luck going our way. I cannot look at the game. I've just realised I can look at the chat instead. That wasn't what I think it was it? That wasn't, no. I saw flashing. I don't know. I didn't know. Someone confirm it. Because I don't want to look. I have been streaming since 8:15-ish. Yeah. Stoke have pulled it back. Ipswich goal. I wish it was Ipswich. At least Ipswich are fairly good. Whose fault was it? If you say Cresswell, I am going to off myself. Because this is pain. Wesley Marias. Why has he let that through? How has that happened? Right. Let's get a bit more energy on the pitch. Return on as an inside forward. Could be a difference maker. A Asprilla off for Piroe. Honestly, that's fine. If the stream is up, I do not mind. I don't even mind if you end up like not watching at points. That's completely fine. Like, I get it. I wouldn't watch me, but James Justin off because he's not having the best of matches. The only option we've got is Luke Ayling. Do we make another change? No, because Dan James is having a good game. That will do. And we'll go more attacking as well. And Rodon can mark me. He's causing problems. Stroke on for Rodon is a fine enough change. Right, Return, you can also go up front. James, I'll drop you into this gap here. Except that doesn't make sense. Do we have anyone that can play as a 10? No. I'm trying to think of weird ways I can rearrange this. Complete wing back on attack, because we need to score goals. Turn you into an anchor, see if that works. Return, complete forward. Oh, he was a striker, Dan. You're not. Okay. So I will just turn you into an inside forward on attack and return as an inside forward on attack. And we will desperately hope that it works. Piroe was a poacher. But we need to close out some fucking games of football. Return. Ayling. Inside to Kamara. Oh, I thought that worked. I don't know how it's going to work. Matson. Let's go into the far post. It's another corner. Gray. Come on. Near post. Let's have a goal. Let's finish things well. Stroke. What's happened? What has happened? I'm embarrassed. It was shameful. Somehow we're still only 4 points off the top at the moment. Not the top, off automatic promotion. With Norwich yet to play. I'll get to the start of the Sheffield Wednesday match and then I will call it, I think. But something needs to start working. I would have played a little bit more, but I think I am needed through in the other room. So I will just take us to the start of the Sheffield Wednesday match, at which point I will have a colossal breakdown. Desperately hope that Norwich lose this match to Middlesbrough. Come on, Sam Greenwood. Give us a little bit of hope. Fuck. 7 points. It's not looking good, Brev, in the words of that one meme. I don't even know how to secure that back line. Other than going full shithouse. We do have the 4-4-2 that we could quite desperately turn to. Stroke is sorely missed. Absolutely. He'll be in the next match. He was just recovering from an injury. I'll get to before kickoff. I'll pick the team as per. But we need to beat Sheffield Wednesday. It's a big question that is for the next stream and not this one. But it's an important one. Do we sacrifice the Spurs match? Because, I don't know. Oh, cheers, goals, that is. Much appreciated. Because it's... No. We can't play a first team against Spurs. We can't. We got Millwall right after it. And it's not a nice run in. Last match of the season, Southampton. I don't want to risk any injuries that I don't need to. Bollocks. It looks like you want me to sacrifice it. Not sacrifice it, sorry. That was... Right, now it's 9 points off Norwich. Which is not good. No, it isn't. It's 10 points off Norwich. We've just been overtaken by Hull. Oh dear. 3 off Leicester, though. So that's fine. Okay, I guess we're not sacrificing the Spurs match. Next stream will be something like Monday evening or Tuesday. Because I can't tomorrow because I'm working all day. Monday could be a struggle. If it's Monday, it'll be Monday afternoon. Well, let's get the team picked. Let's go back to the tiki-taka. Melier, fine. Ayling, Justin. Rodon is getting worse, which is good. Then Stroke is the back pair that I sort of want to see. Fernandez Macau is on the exact same form as Matson. Oh, cheers, goals. Gray is very tired, so I think it's a rest for him. He'll go on the bench. That I don't mind. That's fine. Did we get worse after we took off a Spriller in the last match? James is going to start because he had a very good match. Somerville as an inside forward is something that I want to try. Amiri and Camera could be a good pairing. Centre forward. Do I go to Vickers, Piroe, Asprilla, Ruter? Even Bamford. I think Bamford could be worth a run out, to be honest. Try Ruter. As a complete forward. And I'll save it there. And I will leave the stream there. And yeah, thank you very much for popping along to this stream. I am going to pop up the, it's the chatting thing. I've also got a be right back thing. It's very nice, and a stream starting thing, and a full camera thing. I've got for that one I need to be over here for some reason. But yeah, hold on. Why is the camera gone all slow? And there we go. For some reason the frame rate sometimes goes a little bit janky, but that's fine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream. It was a very, very stressful one. I wish we could have got more points in, but we didn't. Great. If you enjoyed and you haven't yet, please drop a like. That would be hugely appreciated. Subscribe, even drop a membership if you've got a few quid spare. Although you don't have to. No pressure, it's completely fine. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time.